for some more training, put him back in. That's that work.
Did you see anything different out of Tim Tszyu than what you were training for?
No, this is exactly what we've seen. Come forward, not as fast and bigger pace. Strong, of course, throw hard punches. Don't we all? You know, like, but I'm a different animal in there. Like, I'm a different fighter than Tony. You can't compare me and try to compare Tony's skills of boxing. He did move less than what he normally does, but
obviously because the ring was smaller.
Correct, the ring was smaller, but you know that still doesn't. You know, he didn't dog it out. He didn't bring that dog in him. If he wanted to fight me, he would have to bring more dog in him. But Tim is next, and that's what we had before the injury. So it's not like I'm not prepared already.
Right. Absolutely.
You know? So
interesting. What do you think, Steve?
I think that as a fan, if you were looking forward to Tim Tszyu fighting Jermell Charlo for all 4 belts after the Gachet fight, having seen Tszyu in America for the first time, well, after this fight, call it what you want, an advertisement or whoever. He beat a top 5, top 6 guy. You want to see this fight, Tim Tszyu and Jermell Charlo, even more than you did before tonight.
I'm with you there.
And personally, Tony Harrison ain't never been the same after I knocked him out. So, you know, just keeping it real with you. And then we seen what happened with
Damaged goods.
Of course. So we seen what happened to Tim Tszyu against Terrell, and Terrell is a strong fighter. Man, come on, I hit hard. It's not the same as they think. See me soon.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, we can't wait.
Hand will be stronger than it ever been.
I love it. Appreciate you spending some time with us.
For sure. Have fun with you guys.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Sweet Science Tube. Let's get to it. All right, man. So if you guys don't know, last night there was a fight, Tim Tszyu versus Tony Harrison. Not too many people have been talking about it or covering it because it is Tim Tszyu versus Tony Harrison. But it is, you know, it was a pretty good fight. I didn't get a chance to give any updates on it because I wasn't even at home. But it was a pretty good fight, and Tim Tszyu did get the win. It was a TKO stoppage in the 9th round. And Jermell Charlo was talking about it after the fight, and they was asking him what did he see in Tim Tszyu that he thought was different. He basically was saying he didn't see anything different. What Tim Tszyu did is what they've been training for. And he's ready. You know, everybody acting like, oh, you need to go ahead and fight Tim Tszyu. Yeah, that's who was going to be next. But an injury happened. He was letting people know he was going to be next anyway. He was the next one in line. And they was going to get the fight set up, you know. And he was letting them know that, yeah, this is what I've been training for. I didn't see anything different, you know. But I hope he don't take that to heart. He do have to still go in there and expect the unexpected. You know what I'm saying? I don't really think he's looking over Tim Tszyu, but I just want him to go in there and, with a clear head and don't just overlook him because he can hit. Even Charlo said it himself. He said that Tim Tszyu is a hard puncher. Man, he knows this about him, so I'm pretty sure he's not going to look over him. Another thing, he was talking about how you cannot compare him and Tony Harrison. They're not the same fighter. They're not. That's something I can, give him attention to. They're not the same fighter. This guy has lost 4 times. This is his 4th loss. I'm talking about Tony Harrison. This is his 4th loss, and all of his losses came from KO or his TKO. He lost to Jarrett. What's his name? Jarrett Hurd. He lost to Jarrett Hurd. Willie Nelson. He lost to Jermell Charlo, and now Tim Tszyu. So I think Jermell, his only loss comes from Tony Harrison, which was a split decision loss, a decision that I honestly think that could have been a draw. To be honest with you, I don't really think that he really just won it like that, But there was some mistakes in the first fight that Charlo did. I guess they looked at that, and I guess to them they feel like that Tony Harrison won more of the rounds. But hey, it is what it is. He came out in the second fight and got the TKO stoppage. When he fought Castano, what's his name? Brian Castano. He was, now with that fight with Charlo, I think it really was a draw. I think that was the right call that they made. But he also addressed his mistakes in the second fight with him. So what am I saying? I'm saying that he's one of those fighters who look at his mistakes and he correct them. He look at his mistakes and he correct them. He came out, he corrected his mistakes with Castaño, he knocked him out. Came out, corrected his mistakes with Tony Harrison, he knocked him out. He's one of those fighters who can come out, he can learn from his mistakes and evolve. You know, he learned from his mistakes and he evolved. He learn, evolve. You know, and it's really ain't too many fighters that's like that. You got some of them that's like that, but it ain't too many fighters that's like that. Another fighter that's like that is Canelo, actually. You know, he's one of those fighters who learn from his mistakes and he evolve. You know what I'm saying? He gets better, you know what I'm saying, with every fight. Just like Jermell Charlo, he gets better with every fight. And that's why I'm a big fan of Charlo, man. I always have been a big fan of him. He got that dog in him. You know, when you come for a fight, when that dog comes out of him, he's ready for a war. That's what I like about him. So I think there's going to be a good fight between him and Tim Tszyu. And he also said that, you know, Tony Harrison hasn't been the same since he fought him. And I guess you can kind of say that. But to be honest with you, he already had 2 losses before he even made it to Jermell Charlo anyway. He had already had 2 losses, you know, and a knockout, I don't know, man, it does something to people. It does something to these fighters. It's like they can't bounce back. And I'm only talking about some fighters, only some of them. Some of them can bounce back when they lose. You know what I'm saying? But then some of them just can't bounce back for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? And Tony Harrison, he did bounce back a little bit, but, you know, I mean, it ain't really how he was, I guess, you know? Yeah, so this is going to be a good fight. I'm ready for Jermell Charlo and Tim Tszyu to get in the ring, get it on. I do have Jermell Charlo winning this fight. I think that listen, I think Tim Tszyu is a great fighter. I do. But I just think, you know, fighting the likes of Tony Harrison, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can't really just say that, you know, it was a big win for him. It was a nice win for him, gets him closer to the titles, but it wasn't like one of those, you know what I'm saying, meaningful fights that you can, you know, Tony Harrison not one of those names that you're going to bring up on his resume. You know, Jermell Charlo is one of those names. And then again, Tony Harrison could be one of those names. It's just that if he didn't already have like the 3 losses before he made it to Tim Tszyu. You get what I'm saying? Because like just like Jermell Charlo said, he really wasn't the same after Charlo knocked him out, to be honest with you. Because he also had a draw with another fight. I can't remember his name. So yeah. But I'm just ready for this fight with Jermell Charlo and Tim Tszyu. And I think it's going to be a great one. But that's all I got for you guys today, man. Go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, like the videos, man. I'm saying it because, you know, you guys just view it and you don't like the video. Go ahead and like it, man. Hit that like button. I'll be back with another video, man. Holla at your boy.